I have a free software.
Oh, you do? Nice. What do you use? What do you use to record the stuff?
One minute, 1 minute. But I don't know. Is it free or premium? But I have a crack file, and I have a serial number.
Oh, nice.
I find it from my friend.
Nice. That's good. Okay, so the only thing you don't have in there, it's pretty good though. It is. You almost like you did it right to the T. It looks pretty good. I was just saying, there's no. You could see in my screen, there's no logo right down here. You see the Red Hot Repair logo? If you could put that in, and then the really important part. This is the really important part. You see.
Okay, let me try to put in here. But I put. Okay, yes.
You see, there's no. If you could put the same, I guess you would call it references, like this should equal that. You understand?
Yes.
So you think you could do that for me?
Yes. Okay. I try to work exactly on your Excel file, but I can some features on Excel and Google Doc, and this is a disclaimer. I can't bold it on here.
Okay. Well, it looks like you did it pretty good from what I see. Once used or... Okay, you need to expand the disclaimer, right? Okay, let's just try this. You try that. You're saying you can't fit it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just see if I did this. What would happen? Let's just see if we could print it. Portrait, print. Does it fit? Will it fit?
Print.
Nice. It looks like it fits. Alright, it all would fit on one page. So that's good. And then real quick, let's just make sure. File, print, let's just see something. No grid lines. Print. Wow. Oh crap. Okay, because I put it on, hold on. Print. Portrait. Print. Yeah, it looks good to me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, alright, I'm just gonna change one thing real quick.
Okay, I done.
So all you need to do is put in all of the formulas, and then you're good. So can you do that, and then get back to me when you finish?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, so what is my next one?
Your next work would be to put in the formulas.
Okay. Yes.
So once you put the formulas in, if you could put the formulas in and then get back to me, I'm just going to make sure that everything's perfect. Once I figured out that it's perfect, then you would have to copy this document 20 times. Once you copied that, then you would have to duplicate the total sheet. And that's the real work. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I can't understand it again.
Okay. The first thing you need to do is simply duplicate the formulas on the bottom. So that you'll just look here, equals E13. This formula needs to be in that other box that corresponds. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So once you finish everything, contact me. I'll look at it and make sure that it's perfect. Once it's perfect, you could just make a copy of that sheet. It probably would take you about a minute to do that if you made a copy. After you make copies so that you have 20 customers on the bottom, just like this, what you'll need to do is create the total sheet. And the difficult thing about the total sheet is it's simply formulas. That's what you need to do. You need to put in all of the formulas into the total sheet. Once you could do that and create an end-of-day report, then you could contact me back. Does that make sense?
Okay, that means I need my next work is to create those function on Google spreadsheet, right?
Exactly, but the only thing you should do before you contact me back again is put in all of the functions into the bottom sheet. You're still working on the first sheet. All of these functions need to be identical. Then you should contact me back, because if you make one little mistake and you copy it to all of them and then you make the final sheet's going to be totally screwed up. So if you could just simply contact me back after you've made all the functions on this first sheet, we could go from there. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. That means and now I copy and paste those information.
Yes, you just put the functions in there.
Oh, just like John Doe and his phone number. How did you find us returning customer?
You don't need to worry about this. You don't need to worry about this information. What you need to worry about is the function. So, John Doe equals. All you do is you would put in customer information below that equals. It had told me H2 in the function. That. Does that make sense to you? You could see it's just copying the above information and there's functions. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So what you need to do is look at this blank column equals H3. That's what you need to put in there. Equals H3. This is H3. So in this corresponding sheet in the Google Drive, this is how you do it. I'll do the first two for you. You look at this sheet, John Doe equals H2. You could see H2 is the corresponding. So here, you would say equals this. There you go. I look here, equals this. If I put something in here, it goes right down there. Do you see that?
Yes, yes, okay.
So you'll do that right here. Make sure these cells are merged though. You see it has to be merged just like the sheet. This cell right here is not merged. So you would need to merge that.
Okay, okay. I understand.
Okay, so this would equal this. There you go. And if I type anything in here, it would go right there. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So once you finish doing that, you could get back to me, and then we'll go from there. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Awesome. I'll send you the YouTube link of this too. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Alex.